You have asked, I'm here to deliver. I am going to give you my all-time thriller recommendations that I've read. So whether you're after something that's suspenseful, whether you want something with a paranormal twist, whether you just like a damn good unaliving, make sure you add some of these to your TBR. I'll go through them one by one. I won't talk too much because I'll be here all day. As you can see, my arm is literally about to snap off. Before I do go through this list though, I also want to shout out these two series, but I can't pick them up. Too big. So I've got the Detective Roy Grace series, which is from Peter James. It's incredible. And also the Robert Hunter series, which is by Chris Carter. This, a lot more graphic and a bit more gory. This one is a lot more detective driven. Both fantastic detective series, so go and check those out first. Right, let's go through this stack of books one by one, and let's do it as quick as I can. Right, we're going to start with my all-time favourite thriller. Now, it's very dark, so check trigger warnings and stuff, but if you're here because you like thrillers, you probably like me, you don't care about them anyway. My all-time favourite author, John Marrs, and this is my all-time favourite book, thriller-wise, The Good Samaritan by John Marrs. Honestly, it's so dark, so delicious, it's incredible. To be fair, I could have selected anything from his pile, but I made sure to grab this one and like his near futuristic type thrillers. I absolutely love this. The Passengers by John Marrs, look at that cover. I know some people that read this weren't sure about this, but for me this was absolutely incredible. It's actually quite realistic. It's something that could actually happen in the near future. So go and check that out, and anything by John Marrs really. This incredible book, The House Across the Lake. This is my introduction to Riley Sager. I've read a couple of good books and a couple of not so good books recently by this author. Hopefully I can get back on track with him. This is very suspenseful, but has quite a supernatural twist towards the end, but honestly, fantastic. Now, everyone knows Stephen King. I never read this, never watched a movie until recently. Loved this, rated it 5 stars, thought this was absolutely incredible. The movie was incredible too. I am on a Stephen King journey. I've read The Shawshank Redemption. I'll try and find a few other books. So any other recommendations for Stephen King, please let me know. The Queen of Thrillers, in my opinion, The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. This is a duology. Again, I just didn't want to overstack myself. If I had to rate this out of 100, this would be 100, and that would be 99.9. That's how amazing this duology is. This is fantastic. It's like gives you like cult vibes. It's brilliant. It really is. Honestly, Verity by Colleen Hoover. Now, this is my introduction to Colleen Hoover. After this, I was mesmerised. I bought so many books from her, and then I started reading. It was like romance. I was like, what? I didn't realise she was a romance writer. So I got lucky reading this first. But actually, I've had a great time with her other books. I can't complain. So this, remarkable though. Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. This is my introduction, and I'm sure this is what the Bad Book Club were reading. And it got me intrigued so much. I read this. This was sensational. The twist at the end, wow. Never ever saw that coming, honestly. Absolutely brilliant. I cannot wait to read more by Alice Feeney. Drowning by T.J. Newman. There is Falling, there is Drowning, and there is Worst Case Scenario. I'm yet to read the Worst Case Scenario one because I'm waiting for the price to come down. Falling, I rated 4 stars. This one, I rated 5 stars. It's so adrenaline packed, honestly, you can't breathe. But because you've got like the drowning aspect, I cried. This is one of the first, I think this is pretty much the first thriller that I ever cried at. So emotional. It is amazing, honestly. You've got to go and check out that author. Do No Harm by Jack Jordan. Now, again, I read, I think like 4 or 5 books of his. 4 have been incredible, and one I was okay with. But this was my introduction, and I still love this so much. Do No Harm, Jack Jordan. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The Drift, C.J. Tudor. Again, this is kind of like apocalyptic type thriller. I have read 2 of her other books. To be fair, they haven't compared to this. This one is still for me my favourite by this author. It is incredible. It's 3 different POVs, but like I said, it's got that apocalyptic vibe. Brilliant. Absolutely sensational. Now this has got to be up there near with my all-time favourite thriller read, Hidden Pictures by Jason McCulloch. This book, this is the exact thing that I like to watch like in a movie. I like the paranormal aspect. Obviously, the clue is in the title. You can see the dark pages. There are hidden pictures. Whereas any other book would gloss over it with like a little bit of writing, like this person is drawing this. This gives it to you. And we're like, oh, it's amazing. It really is amazing. So I've got to check that out. The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. So again, this is my introduction to Lucy Foley. I rated this 4.5 stars, but even to this day, and I read this over a year or two ago, I can still picture the courtyard. It's amazing what a good book can do to your memory. I can't remember anything that happened to me yesterday, but the courtyard in this and what happens, it's amazing. So absolutely go and read this. I've read like 3 or 4 of her books, and actually they're really good. Really good. The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. Apparently this was made into like a Netflix series. I don't really watch TV, so I wouldn't have a clue, but this was so disturbing, so cool. I bloody love this. I lapped this book up. I remember just non-stop reading this. It was just so good. So good. This you don't get to see on BookTok a lot, but I met this amazing author a long time ago via Instagram, I think. Oh god, I sounded so common then. Via Dandy Smith, The Perfect Match. Honestly, this was a 5-star, incredible read. Yeah, go and check out Dandy Smith. You don't get to see much about her on BookTok. Definitely worth a read. Now, The Last Passenger by Will Dean. This is kind of like Hunger Games on a cruise ship. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, it was absolutely incredible. I remember when I was coming to the end of this book, I was at work, I had some downtime, and I was reading pages, but I was stopping myself from going too far. It's one of those books that is incredible, but you don't want to finish too quick. But you need to know what's happening, but you don't want to finish too quick. It is remarkable. Please check that out. Last but not least, Gillian McAllister's Wrong Place, Wrong Time. This was so unique, so different. I've never read anything like this before. It like goes back in time. Yeah, I won't say too much about it, but honestly, absolutely incredible. I've got more books to read from this author actually. I just haven't got around to reading them yet. But if this is 5 stars, I can't wait to see what I can't wait to see what else we've got in store. So I've got 2 other books, I think, Just Another Missing Person or something. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. But I want you now to drop your all-time favourite thriller, because I need to add some more to my TBR. My TBR is kind of overstacked now of historical fictions and fantasies, and I need to like tip the way scales a bit, and get some more thriller in my life. But yeah, thanks for listening to me harp on for a good 7 minutes. Sending you all the love. Send me your recommendations.